Girls don't like it when you tell them you don't notice their makeup. Collections. Okay, now, since Erica said so, I guess one of my biggest collections would be my collection of junk, which you could say is stored in my room. I got my desk, a whole bunch of paper stuff, got some junk over there. Got some junk. I don't even own an acoustic guitar. It's my brother's box, which I kept for some reason. I took a whole bunch of music posters, even though I have no idea who these people are. This is actually my schoolwork, which I'm supposed to store somewhere. This is more schoolwork. Then you have my closet. That giant tube thing is a totem pole, but it's not even my group's. I just took it because it's some really good material, which I would hate to waste. I have a toy box, which I went through yesterday, but I'm not going to go through today because it's really dirty. But I guess you could say my toy collection is in there, which, call me childish or not, I want to rebuild again. I also have a collection of instruments. Can you name them all? This one's crap. I also have a keyboard, but I can't really play it too well, and two C's are broken. I have a clarinet reed. And ironically, the instrument that I'm best at is a trombone, and I don't actually own one. I also used to play a lot of video games, most notably handheld games. So I've developed quite a collection of Nintendo DS games and Game Boy Advance games. And this game is from Vietnam, I think. But, you know, what shape it is. Game Boy Color, I believe. I don't know. I have like a box of them. Probably shouldn't do that. And I believe playing those for hours a day for so many years is why I wear glasses. Benny, you said you used to have Pokemon cards? I was never too into Pokemon. Like, I liked the show, but I never got the cards. But when Yu-Gi-Oh! Came around, if you guys know what that is, yeah, I really got into that. This is not even my real deck that I would battle people with. This was one of those people that got plastics to protect them in, and so this was a pretty big collection. I also had Digimon cards, which I never actually learned how to play too well. I think I got the gist of it, but I don't know. It just never took off like Pokemon did, so I never had anybody to play with, really. My friend gave me some Magic cards. I only have 3, but I tried learning to play, but it just doesn't make sense. I mean, the instruction book said, learn from the CD. What if you don't have a CD? I want a book. And then Duel Masters, which never picked up either. I'd be surprised if one of you guys recognized it. And by the time this came out, my friends and I were kind of too old for it, but we were still into it, you know. Growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. I believe it's what they say. And I also like to think it's more about attitude maturity versus interest maturity, meaning as long as they're sensible, as in they know, you know, how elections are important and stuff like that, they can like care bears for all I care about. Now, everything I showed you was just kind of miscellaneous collections, as in I just have a whole bunch of the same kind of stuff. But I guess this one, which would be kind of my first serious collection, because I actually wanted to buy them just to collect them. You guys recognize these? Apparently they changed them now. Kinder Surprise! And I always hated these ones that you never actually have to build. They were so boring. My favorite were ones that you had to build, like these, that actually did something. Or these ones that had a little kind of technology in them. It's broken now, but you know what I mean. Zoe, we miss you, and I really hope we see you next week. And also, I think you need to set a theme, so I guess you can send us an email, or if it's not that hard, you can just do it in your video, and the rest of us will follow, I guess. Benny, you know, I have a movie CDs and collection too, but I have other videos of that, so I'll just put them in the sidebar for you to see. And I'm still kind of just not liking the idea of you selling your sax. Also, widescreen looks awesome. New camera looks awesome, and you are awesome. Caitlin, wow, you're a very dedicated fan and collector. I mean, My collections are just kind of miscellaneous things. You are dedicated. Jessica, postcards, that's a great idea, and they're cost efficient too. My mom's friend recently gave her a whole bunch of postcards from Cambodia. I'd send you some, but I'd still have to learn to mail stuff. Erica, first off, yay 100 videos. Second of all, you have just as much right to inspire people as anyone else, because not everyone is perfect. Everybody has some kind of vice, so don't think that about yourself. And I'm sorry about the massacring of the flute. Sorry this is so long. I even broke my own quota of 5-minute time limit, but I think this is the most work I've actually put in a video. See ya!